Hey guys, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. So yeah, it's been a long ass fucking time. I know that. I don't even think you're allowed to curse on YouTube anymore, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I totally filmed a video. I filmed a video on my everyday makeup routine, which is this look right here. Obviously, this is what I'm sorry, I keep looking at viewfinder. I just look so damn good. But this is normally what I do every day to go to work. Sometimes I switch up the lips, sometimes I switch up the eyes, sometimes I don't do, well, usually I always do eyeliner. I think the last time I've been to work, I didn't do liner though. I got a lot of compliments. Winnie, are you for real? But yeah, so damn, I had a lot to say. I had a lot planned out. This is my first video in months, so I should have so much more to say, but I really don't. I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and definitely subscribe. Definitely. I miss you guys. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. So I always start out with a moisturizer. Obviously, my skin is extremely oily, but after I wash my face, it's dry. Like, my face wash dries my face out, even though it claims not to, but whatever. So I've been using this Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief. You literally only need like a little bit, and like I said, my skin gets really oily, so I only use a little bit. But I already moisturized. The next thing I always do is moisturize my lips, and I either use my Carmex or my Smith's Balm, which I don't know what is in front of me. This is what I have now. I prime my eyes. I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I have used this for literally years. This is probably the third one I've bought, but this is my favorite eye primer ever. It keeps my eyes matte all day. Oh, I'll just move the camera. I use a setting powder all over my eyelids. This is a Too Faced Amazing Face Skin Balancing Flexible Coverage Foundation Powder. Oh my gosh, in the shade Warm Honey. This is actually old. I've even hit a lot of pain in this, but I always take this Real Techniques setting brush, and I just set my eyelids with it. In this combo, the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion and this powder, literally never have to worry about my eyes shadow going anywhere. And I always do this even if I decide to wear eyeshadows, which I'm not going to today, because I'm doing what I normally do every day if I'm just, it's like my lazy go-to makeup routine. Next thing I go in with is my Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in Skinny. I've also been using this for about a year now. It's also amazing. It's matte, it comes off easily, but it stays on when I need it to. And I just line my eyes, and I get a lot of questions of how I do my eyeliner because I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like my signature. I've been doing winged eyeliner since the 10th grade, and it's just always something I've been decent at, but like, you're not going to be decent unless you don't practice. And this is when I kind of really go in to even it out and perfect it. Like I said, it's not always perfect, and normally when I do my liner, I'm like half an inch away from the mirror. So I'm about to get close as hell. Try to even this out. And sometimes I tug on my eyelid. It helps me kind of get that really crisp line. I know you're not supposed to technically, premature wrinkling, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't really give a shit. I do it anyway. Only have one life. You might as well live it up and, you know, live it with the best fucking liner you can have. So yes, the liner's done. Next I move on to face. Sometimes I use a primer, sometimes I don't. This new foundation I've been using, I don't really need to use a primer, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do it anyway. If I use a primer, it's the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is supposed to be like a mattifying primer. I also sometimes use the Urban Decay Naked Skin, their mattifying primer, but I feel like sometimes you can see where the primer stops, and I don't prime my whole face because my whole face isn't oily. It's just normally oily in my T-zone, so you can kind of see like a crusty line. So I have my wet dirty beauty blender, whatever, and the foundation I've been using and loving is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. a Comfort Matte Foundation. I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, honestly, and I love it. Although you can see shine through sometimes, because I work overnights, I work in the casino, and I work 6 hours straight, and I have to wear makeup. So, you know, I've been testing out lots of foundations recently. Within like the past year, this one has been my favorite so far, and I've literally only used it for a couple of weeks. But yeah, like I said, you can still see shine sometimes, but I don't mind it. Compared to the rest of foundations I use, this one is not nearly as bad. And the color is pretty decent. The coverage is pretty decent as well. Wow, that got really dark. Sorry. This is not my camera, by the way. It's Hassan's. He totally let me borrow it because I told him I was going to film a video, and he was so excited because it's something I've been talking about for a while. I mean, obviously, I've been making videos for a long ass time. I'm not consistent. That's something I need to really work on. But with time. So as you can see, my skin is breaking out pretty badly. I don't know what the cause is, and I kind of just don't really care to find out. I just don't. It's just like shit happens, breakouts happen. I just hope it goes away soon. Next thing I do is go in with my concealer, and that would be the Tarte Shape Tape. I've been using this for a while as well. I do like it as well. I don't really notice a huge difference in multiple concealers. I just feel like a concealer is a concealer, and it creases or it doesn't, or it does, it's going to crease. What? Anyway. I just sat my beauty blender down on this mirror that I never use, and it's dusty as hell on one side. That is gross. I just blend it in. I usually like blend it, you know, into my skin, but I like to bring it down as well. And then sometimes I take the butt of the beauty blender and suck up like the excess concealer, because sometimes I put way too much. Sorry about my air conditioner, by the way. It's hot as hell. If I like, Christy, you have a long history, it's hot as hell. It's kind of like cold outside. I hope you guys can't see my dandruff. I had on a short sleeve shirt earlier, but I bought this shirt inside of the mall because I got fucking string bean sauce on it from the Chinese. My cat is so cute. From the Chinese, the food court. I got Chinese food, and the string beans got on my damn shirt. So I bought this shirt. And plus, if I bought a shirt, I got free panties. So I just bought this shirt anyway. So I'm using this brush. I don't know where it's from. It just looks like this. I got it for Christmas from my sister. She bought me a whole bunch of fucking brushes. I think she got it from AliExpress actually. This is one of my favorite brushes. But so I'm gonna pat my eyes and set them. Oh, I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder. You probably already knew that. Who doesn't use this powder? Next, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows where that sits a little bit. I've been using either this brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills or the Benefit brow brush, but I have no idea where it went. It's somewhere around here. It's been missing for the past couple of days. I also use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown, but I don't want to show you the inside of it because that's pretty sad. So I just brush my eyebrows up and the tail down, and then I just fill, and I totally think I make my eyebrows way too thick and way too dark, but whatever, it's on my face, not yours. My eyebrows are always uneven, by the way. I'm aware of that. I don't know what to do about it, and then half of me doesn't care. Next, I move on to my bronzer slash contour, which is always the same thing for me. I use, oh, hit pan! Can you see? That's kind of sad. Yeah, I use the NARS Laguna bronzer, and I use this brush from Real Techniques, which is a sculpting brush. It's probably, oh wow, totally hit pan. It's probably the reason why my contour is always, well, my bronzer. What is on my face? Way too strong because this brush is huge, but I don't care. I love over bronzing. I don't do it intentionally. I just, sometimes I step back and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of bronzer. But it's just the way I like my face. So I always go around my forehead. Then I normally like go in with this, tap it off, and go underneath my eyes so I can take off that excess powder. Go around my nose because sometimes I feel like I put way too much powder on and it makes my face white in that area. This is what I use for my blush, and I kind of customized this from Makeup Forever. Well, I did, but it's like anyone could do it. Anyway, look at this blush trio I've made from Makeup Forever. I love this so much. I use this brush by Sonia Kashuk. This used to be flowers on there, but not really anymore. Anyway, I just kind of like mix all three of them, or I kind of just whatever I feel like that day. I like the rosier blush the best, but I use this brush for all the blushes, so I kind of just think it's all one color now. I think there's just blush on the brush without me even dipping it. But yeah, blush it up. This is what I've been using almost every day for the past forever. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I absolutely love Daydream and Glow Getter. These are my two favorites. I usually mix them, honestly, or sometimes I just do one or the other. I'm going to mix them today. I love having on way too much highlighter. I don't think it's way too much until I finally step back and I'm like, damn, Chrissy, that's a lot of highlighter. I put it all the places everyone else does, just way more than everyone else does. This brush, I believe, is from Target years ago. My older sister bought me this. I take this brush because it has the greatest shape. I take either or of the highlights. You know what? I'm just going to take 143 today. Why not? And I put it right underneath my eyebrow. This is like a really glittery highlight, which I really like, even though a lot of people don't. I love it. I heard a lot of bad reviews. Not bad, but a lot of people saying it's too glittery. What? How is it too glittery? Next, I set my eyebrows. I go back and forth between my Gimme Brow by Benefit or this Pixie Clear Brow Gel that I bought in the Aspen Ovard set. She had like a bottom lash mascara or whatever. Anyway, sometimes I take this one when I feel like my eyebrows are too dark because it's clear, so I kind of feel like it kind of, I said kind of so many times just now. I feel like it kind of disperses the product though, even though I probably just made it up and they're exactly the same still. But yes, now what's left to do is just set my face. I'm gonna cover the lens because this ain't my camera and I totally don't want it to get crusty. Sorry, Hassan. Fan my face, then I go to mascara. I use this eyelash curler from, there used to be a brand on here, I don't know anymore. Curl my eyelashes. Ouch. Ooh, I hope I don't cry. I've just pinched the shit out of my skin. I've been going back and forth between the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and waterproof. I only use waterproof mascara for my top lashes because it's the only thing that holds my curl. And then I also got this Big Shot from Maybelline, but I'm not really digging it. Sometimes I feel like when the formula is too wet, or like in this case, it's a new mascara, obviously, so it's a lot wetter. It just makes all my eyelashes become one. And then for my bottom lashes, I use the Maybelline, the Falsies Volume Express. I'm using this for years as well. This is actually a new tube, but unimportant. I just go over what lashes actually exist, and then usually some dumb shit like this happens, so I'm just gonna let that shit dry. For lips, obviously every day is something new, whatever I decide to do that day, but lately I've been loving this combo, and it's both from the drugstore, which is awesome. I have this lip liner in Nude Truffle by NYX. It's like a really pretty brown, like a caramel color. And then I have this liquid lipstick from L'Oreal. It's matte. It's the Infallible Infallible Paints Matte in Festival. So I'm gonna line my lips and then put this on. I don't know what it is that is nearly impossible for me to line my own lips. You would think that after having these lips for 23 years, I could line my lips, right? Wrong. Good enough for me. And then I go in the middle with this Infallible paint. Just fucked up the lip. Usually when I mess up, get mascara on my face or underneath my lash line or on top, I just take my spoolie after it's dried and literally just flick it off. It's pretty easy that way. That's it. That's it. My comforter is from Target, and those white pillows Hassan got me for Christmas from, I believe, Saks Fifth Avenue. Saks? I think so. I'll ask him. So that's it for my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any requests for my next video, let me know. But other than that, thank you guys for watching my video. While you're here already, you might as well subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you hopefully shortly.